Good evening, folks. It's 22:26 on the 15th day, 5th month, 2022. And if you haven't been given a warning yet, in Western Australia, you guys are about to have a wet one. Yep, a great big wet one just for you. Now, I'm noticing a bit of an oddness here, and I'm going to show it to you. Now, this is weird. Right, I zoomed in on this, right, looking at the totals of this 5-day accumulation. Right, and as I went in, the number went down after the 5 days. Now, how the hell does a statistic for 10 days that includes those 5 days actually reverse its rain? I think they're cooking the books. I think they're lying about how much rain is actually going to fall here. That don't make no sense to me. Just to show you an oddity. Okay, this is 3-day totals. You're about to have an event. It's going to come short. It's going to do some damage. It's coming to shore at a full moon. Enjoy your eclipse. Yeah. It's the sacrifice season. It used to be in the old religions, wasn't it? Heads would freaking roll down the old Aztec pyramids on days like today. So let's go have a look at what they're showing me is about to happen. And I'm going to show you the geoengineering conditions that set it up. Let's hope this is streaming all right. I'm going to take a quick peek. Yep, we have liftoff, and good morning, Sue, as well. I just happened to see your thing over there. Right, first thing I want to show you is these beams here. Bzzzt. Right, that fan and beam there won't really dissipate a lot of moisture, but it'll energize an area and create a calmer flow. This one here will create a circulation like this and this, effectively making a bit of a wall here. It's going to make moisture go this way. And it's going to not be too good for this area here. Right? They're beaming like big time here. Let me bring this down a little bit. Bring it down. Bzzz, getting fried. Port Hedland style. Right? That's the gilt. Gilt 1. Yep. Okay, so now let me show you what's about to occur here according to the weather plan, of which I'm going to pretty much agree. Though I believe the moisture amounts might be underrated slightly, but it's a fair estimate. So I'm going to go with the flow here and show you what's happening. It's a lot of lightning. Remember, there's surface air coolers over here that could be used, though they're not designed for that. Or by the guy that works on the island, I say they can be used for that. So I'll be looking for it. I know how to look. Hello, Onslow. Oh my. That's some heavy lightning coming to shore there, you folks. That's every 3 hours. They're predicting 23 mils of rain. This is not a short event then. If you guys are going to accumulate 12, and then you see the 3, well, times 4, that's a half a day of getting pelted. Heavy winds. You'll have to be conscious of the tides. There's a surf and things like that, and what you would normally experience in a heavy storm like this. Okay? So you guys got batting out the Hatchesville coming down around here. That's a lot of lightning. Can't really see much on the map there. It's kind of like when you zoom in on pixels of something. You don't see the picture too clearly. Well, we see this quite clearly. And these jumps here I'm doing are 1-hour jumps. God, that's a lot of rain that came through here. I don't know what your runoff's like and stuff. You guys are going to have to do your determinants and get your warnings out to you folks. Right? This storm has started on like Monday my time. Right? Here is right, she comes ashore at 12 noon my time on Monday. Right? And it's Sunday now. So Monday at 12 noon my time is going to put that, I don't know exactly what time, but that might be Tuesday at about 1 o'clock in the morning in Western Australia. I'm not exactly sure the time. No, actually, you're coming toward my way. So let me find out. Let me ask a question. if it's 12 noon in England, what time is it in Western Australia? There we go. All right, so 1900 hours on Sunday Perth time. This will be occurring. Okay? So that meant you subtract your hours from here from when it came ashore. But I want to give you something was as accurate as possible of the weather plan. And how can they have a weather plan? It's called geoengineering. They know what's going on. But they don't tell you what's going on. And that's the biggest crime of all, I think, is lack of information. There's people here that might have animals outside. They might want to get safe, you know. You might want to open up your pastures if you might experience a quick flash flood. Right? You know you're the lay of your land. And so you can prepare for these items, these things. Look at this, that's affected this area here on this time here of mine. And so I'm in Liverpool, England. So if you want to know what times things are, just look here on the bottom where I'm running wild with my cursor and do your determinants to your own location. I'm on GMT, like 0, universal time. And I wish this map would use universal time as well, but it doesn't have an option. And I wouldn't set it on Australia time because I live here. Right? This is very, very heavy cells. Just damage and lightning. So expect the hail. Expect the actually tornadic activity would be quite easy to see with this type of storm. With what I know is cold air is mixing in from up down here. You are getting a mix. But this is all geoengineering flow. I'm telling you, I can see it over here when I look at NASA Worldview. I know you're curious. How can you determine this, Robert Deutsch? Well, here on the 11th, we start seeing the seasonings for the storm start to circulate in the air. You know, that's not a chem bomb. That's like a reef or an atoll. Those are chem bombs over that atoll. What a bunch of atolls doing that over the atoll. If that's what that's called. So way up here in Indonesia, the spraying like the bugs occurred to begin the the next day. It's well spread out over you, right, over your coast. Chem bombed all the hell off the coast here, keeping conditions right. But man, they brought this on quick, and here she comes. Here she comes, ruin down in your streets. When you talk about geoengineering, you get the funniest looks from everyone you meet. Do, 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 do. Hey, hey. Breathe the air. You'll be a junkie to it, won't you? We're air junkies, ain't we? And well, they're poisoning our supply, man. Are you an air junkie? See what happens if you try to quit doing that. They're monkeying with the atmosphere, ain't they? Look at this line of chem crap coming through here. What do you see the moving picture? Hey, here's a circulation storm coming in. Big ass fucking square. Look at that shit. That is not a naturally round vortex. That's not like when you unclog your drain and it goes down with that. Right? This really sucks. Geoengineering sucks. EMF over here. Bzzz, square storms. So, blah. Square form storms affecting all y'all's lives. Look at this crap. Here, broom. I mean, it ain't gonna affect your weather. That's on the Friday the 13th. Ooh, like bugs you got sprayed. Look at that shit off your coast. That's not naturally occurred cloud formation. Was some flying team out here practicing? Leaving all these lines over here across from the indigenous protected area? You poisoning my mob? Not cool at all, man. When the captain's cooking you again. Frying you with microwaves. Bzzz. You're being cooked. Yep. This is an obscene mob scene, that's for sure. They're mob. Bad mob. Hello, Catherine. Have a chemtrail. So they've used the EMF down here to work all this up north, right? All that was down there has been held in place. Held in place by this beam. It's all held north now. It can't go back down here. It's impossible. It just don't work that way, right? So they're getting clobbered, absolutely clobbered for well over a 24-hour period. And this whole stretch will go inland now. It has to. That's what the flow demands. Look at the winds. It has to do this. Again, filling these wonderful lakes that need water. And I love water. I just don't like how it's being misguided. And look at the heaviness it is. This swath coming through here. It's not a little bit of distance that's going to be affecting y'all. And when I look at the lines of chem as they pin this north, right, with their EMF, this will be the day they did that move, which would be today, sometime they put this out. You can see evidence of a pulse wave here in the curve of this cloud and the EMF interference pattern signature. Look at the square right there. Looks like a nail, don't it? And you're being nailed with some bad weather, man. Really bad weather. Look at that weird geometric form to that. That's not a circulation. It's not circular. Heavy electromagnetic frequency evidenced right here. And evidenced right here. Bzzz, getting fried. Right? You have to do your lookings. Right? Go and see if what you saw in that map manifests into something you could physically see. Nucleating cloud condensates, and that's an interference pattern. And most of the time, that'll stay in place while everything moves over the top of it. It's what I'm expecting to see when I go over here to your national loopy radar. Oh, no, I don't want the loopy radar. I want the, we've already seen the loopiness of it all, haven't we? The whole weather's gone loopy. And I hope everything's working okay in this live feed as I continue to move along into the equipment area. Anybody would like to donate toward better feeds and equipment, I will be grateful to accept donations at paypal.me/Robert Deutsch, ROBERTDEUTSCH. I'll never monetize this channel. I don't really believe in that. I'm just going to give you guys your warnings you deserve. You deserve a real weather forecast, I think. So you guys help me get this stuff and keep living, and I'll do this. Ooh, I dropped my mouse. The isolator I ordered hasn't come yet, but you guys help me get that to silence that down a bit. Yeah, okay, well, we're tired of watching those three dots go by, ain't we? Right, let's see what's going on right now. I really am expecting to see that interference pattern somehow show up over here. But it might have been a bunch of hours ago. So we'll wait for this to load. Isn't that funny, that one plume? It's just kind of there. It's staying in place. So I'll just hold that cursor there. And we'll watch what happens with that plume. Did the front of it move along with the rest of the clouds, or is it something sitting in place making it happen? Chem bombs suck, man. Evenly spaced deployments right here. Boom, 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 go the plumes off a broom. It's time to ride the broomstick around all that shit. Or that might not be broom. Broom's up here, isn't it? I have made a mistake. I probably did. Well, I clicked cities. Oh, well. Live with it. That's X-Smith. Yeah, I did a fuck up. How bad off was I? X-Smith. No, I wasn't too far away. Just a million miles. And actually, that was right off here where this storm is going to be. Isn't that interesting? So we got that EMF on chem bombs right there. In the path of where these storms are going to be tomorrow. Huh. Isn't that a coincidence? Chem bombs fucking suck, man. They're planning to flood you guys out all along this one fucking path here. You've been fucking fried all to hell all along this path here, right? Where that's supposed to affect you guys. And you can see it right here. You cannot deny geoengineering is an ongoing human experiment. No, it's even more than that. It's a geo experiment. It's all life on this planet is affected by this stuff that's sprayed. What goes up must come down. And well, everybody look what's going down. Look up from your phones. Stop looking down. Life would look a lot better. Life would be looking up if you looked up. But I see here is just an absolute shit show. You got sprayed like bugs, and that's really all I feel like covering on this side of the country for today. I'm going to zip back over to the other side because you're not done being fucked yet either. It's a continual, endless fuck. It just comes across the country, and they use the weather devices they say should show you good radar loops, and all you get is a bunch of crap like this, and when you clip on it, you ain't seeing nothing. You can't see if a storm is coming across here with a graphic like that. Come on. Where's your tax dollars? They're going into new jets. They're going into football games and parties and let's go to the Olympics while you lock down. They're going into things that aren't serving you at all. And you damn sure ain't serving the life out here in this ocean. When you're spraying it with crap all over the top and you're frying in fits with electromagnetic frequency, and we don't even know what the studies are about what that does to them because they can't open their mouths and complain in such a way that anybody else can hear, in such a way that someone will believe you if we heard them speaking. This big square off the coast of Barrow Island. Bzzzt. This is not cool at all. As a matter of fact, that's where I'm going to stop it. You guys are going to get a bit of a break on this coast for a few days underneath this great big square VMF, right? Queensland. Well, fuck this white sock looking bullshit. Don't I look like a big old white boat? Old motherfucker went to the cupboard to get her poor dog a bone. That's the boomerang, maybe, that you guys should be throwing. Well, guess what? I've done your forecast for the next 9 days. You got another soggy protest weekend planned for you, starting conveniently around that time. As they're working a storm through here now, like I said, this is going to come in a bit, and this EMF move will push this offshore, work its moisture up big, back around in through here. It's going to form into a cyclone in about 9 days, 8-9 days, and it's headed your way. I'll do more of a determining where it's headed, but it's definitely going to form a cyclone within 9 days right over here where I'm pointing at. As soon as it leaves those passageway right there, she'll spin. It has to, because I watched what the pressures are doing. So put that in your forecast and smoke it. Right? Count on it. That's just how the dynamics work. She's going to come in, she's going to kiss the coast, she's going to dump a bunch of shit right on the top of y'all over here again, and away she's going to go. Right, there's your forecast for that. But I'm going to go ahead and roll it while I have a sip of my drink because I'm getting upset. I'm just going to let you see your whole country because they done dropped oh my God, too much this time. We're going to respell it. So here you go. Have a look. I can make musical noise in the background. The storm comes in and it fucks up Perth and then it goes up the coast again. They spread its moisture inside the country and cunt your asses again. The warbird is baked. Bzz, bzz. Here comes the hair monkeys spraying your fucking asses like clowns. Here they come. They're going to spray the whole center of your country. Come up around here. Meanwhile, in Bundaberg, you're going to brew you up some more. Have it. What the fuck do they want with Harvey Bay? Is what I want to know. What do they got planned for there? Because that's way too many weather attacks on that one location. That's like down here in Rockhampton. That place just got too many direct hits. And this just got a direct hit. Well, I was way off when I said broom. Well, you know, we can't know it all. When it comes to geography, all it takes is one guy saying, hey, my map is different, and they change it. But you know what? It's the same country, same wars, different flags. Let's just get over it. Weather warfare is the worst one of all. All you get to hear is, we can't do that. That's impossible. Bullshit. I'm showing you it's possible. It's going on. It's happening. Cooper Petey, man, my God. I was saying Cooper, but it's Cooper. Ah, man, my glasses are fucked. I think I'd know that as we head into where all the richnesses are. Yeah, lots of gemstones, man. Over here in Birdsville. I'm gonna have a look there to see if my Imaginarium picks up a bird shape. Okay, here's the day you guys start getting fucked by the cyclone and switch parts of the country. Watch. She comes out of here. Watch this. She'll be whipping too. I'm not sure what the pressure drops on it's gonna be yet, but you guys are copping it again come Friday. Happy Friday, Bundaberg. Again, direct hits. That ain't a little bit of moisture, right? And it's possible all that come ashore. Very possible. But the flow says it's spreading up the coast, shearing off the top of that. But you know what? When it comes to sharing stuff, our pressures will spread out the misery, that's for sure. That's just misery. I'm rolling again. Rolling. Brisbane, you see how I meant? See how they keeping you wet for your protest? Watch. In Gympie again. Again, that steady 3 mil an hour will inundate you. It'll make your day miserable, but I was so proud to see all y'all out there holding that line. Yeah, Paul Seals, that was for you. Love you, mate. The brother from the galactic mother. Golly. Have it. You thirsty out there? You bought a canoe yet? You built your ark? All your community take all your housing together and make an ark? So you ain't getting that off my land. It just float up each time you try to fuck with me. Come get you a houseboat. Yeah, that's not a little bit, man. That's going to last a while. If I could show you accumulation a while, but I want to continue to roll this because it's kind of interesting watching the dynamics of the pressures bring this through. The majesty of weather. Fiji, you about dodging a bullet. Big time. This line moves a little bit more north, that thing would come that way when it comes out of here. This is a very dodgy area for my folks in Fiji, and I'm watching this very, very, very closely. Them Island again copping it. Boy, they cop it a lot. I wouldn't want to live there at all. Like, ever. That would be one of the worst locations to live in the world. They always moving moisture through there. Hi, Mackay. Have it. You see that? Little tickle for you on the weekend. Who says that ain't coming ashore? You think you're being lied to? I've done showed you on that other one, the rain accumulation for the long term. They was changing it. But I don't really go by these maps. They're just easy for me to use as a graphic to explain. There's no accumulation there, right? We go to 10 days. That's a lot off the coast. You tell me how that just arrives, right? As that. But yet you're telling me is that. Right? When you see that off your coast, it's even worse. So, Rockhampton and them, you're going to have over 1/3 of a meter of water sitting off your coast within the next 10 days when that batch of shit comes through. And it's very possible they'll drop it on you. It's just one little movement of the pressure and it's inland. Okay? And you need to be warned about this. And I've just done it. All right? You ain't out of the woods yet. I told you you're going to have a soggy few weeks coming. And it ain't done. All right, so I ain't trying to worry you or anything. You'll get used to it. You'll get a raincoat. It's like living in England, man. It's just rain happens. You get used to it. But when they're doing geoengineering, where you're scared of what you're breathing in the sky is going to make you sick, like sickness mixes and stuff, causing nosebleeds, eye irritation, burnings on the skin, and pimpleizations, right? Pimple spots. Well, it's a never-ending damp for this entire coastline here. I mean, look at this here, Lismore. You ain't never drying out. Well, at what point do you guys get to breathe clean air? You can't. Your molds are going to go absolutely wild when this shit drops out. Foggy mornings, steamy nights. You got absolute saturations of your soils, right? They're lying about that statistic too. Yeah. They told you yours wasn't damn saturated. And everybody's telling me, well, the water's just pooling up. A little light rain ain't even soaking in, is what I'm hearing. Harder than a freaking green on a golf course. Hey, water run off them, and they're saying, look at that Maroochydore again. They're clowning with Calandra. I'm not happy about this at all, man. That was stomping grounds I got to go through. I'm feeling really upset about it now. I said I was going to show you soil moisture, so I will, and then I'm going to click this off. recover my voice, and I'm going to try again to read that document so we can have that out there that I read this morning. Soil moistures as of Sunday. You're nearing fully saturation. What is this? A real? Come on, Tim. Where's that? Go outside and pour a cup of water on the ground. Tell me, does it soak in? If you're in any of these areas that say it's not saturated fully, right? You're supposed. It should dry out a little bit because you got a bit of a break. I'd be expecting this, right? Well, so let's look. And that you use that for your determinants as well. Again, soggy. Now Rockhampton, and then kicks in on that Wednesday. And I'll do the other coast as well. It's not fair to you. How about I do like this? Starting at the beginning, folks. Let's not forget him. They say y'all dry. Getting wet, man. It's getting moist. Soggy bread. Warburtons. I want to hear somebody tell me how to say Kalgoorlie. I'll try to imitate y'all. Kalgoorlie, mate. I don't know. Karatha. That sounds cool. My God, you're soggy all through your middle again. That desert's gone, right? Now let's see what the big hurrah is. Let's backtrack. Well, you guys are just staying wet. Runoff days. I expect the runoff days to be like Wednesdays, when they're making the water get down toward the cities. And then come Friday when they soggy you out for your protests that you have in front of your various state houses like Canberra, Perth, Sydney. Here, you notice the soggetization levels going up. Just something I'm noticing as a statistical anomaly is becoming a statistical fact. Like Sunday, they just had their protest wet, right? Wet. Do you feel owned yet? Do you feel like there's a weather war? Do you feel like you don't even matter if you see you in the NT because they ain't even give a shit to bomb y'all out? They're just droughting y'all out to say, hey, fuck them, man. Let it be dry. Let them eat goanna. They'll be happy. Fucking assholes. Anyways, that's all I got to say about this, folks. Is you being lied to about so many things. And to being lied to about the rain accumulation is the worst, I think. We'll go weather radar. Accumulations. Yeah, when I went to the accumulation in Western Australia here, and I clicked on this for like the next 24 hours. Let's like here. Right, and I go to the 3-day. It ticks up. Then we go over 5 days. It's growing. We see the weather is getting worse, right? But then the number went down. Shouldn't it be adding? Right? So I feel our statistics are flawed. How does the rain go backwards? When somebody else controls the statistics and then can lie about how much rain you really got. Okay? You're being lied to about your statistics. I showed that a few minutes ago. All right, people, you're going to have to stay safe. You're going to have to keep yourself informed, and you have to stay tuned to me if you want to hear what I have to say. If you don't want to hear what I have to say, don't. You'll listen to who you want to because, you're free to be you and me. I mean, you could be me if you want. That would be really cool, actually. I'd need a day off from being me. Anybody want to be me tomorrow? All right, big love, people. Stay safe. Peace.